Hi guys, Nick here. Today I have decided to make a video for all of you, primarily men I suppose, who want to wear makeup, but you are afraid that you're gonna look weird or bad or whatever. There's nothing worse than stepping out of your comfort zone. And on top of that, you also have to be judged by how poorly you have put on the makeup. So today I will teach you my basics, ultimate basics beginner guide for a man, how to wear makeup. And it's gonna be cool. So I don't know what you think about it, but let's see. First and foremost, this is not mine. It's actually my girlfriend's. My own makeup got tossed out like 3 months ago, because we were cleaning up. We were cleaning out the closet and I rarely used it because we only did it when we were going out. But the problem is we have kids, and with kids you rarely go out, right? First and foremost, you need some brushes and a beauty blender. You can go cheap and buy a knockoff beauty blender. That's up to you. But I will say that the real beauty blender, at least from my experience, is way better than the knockoffs. I don't know why, but that's just the way it is. And you really do need it. It is a fantastic little product. And I wish that it was me who had made this, because this is fantastic. Don't cheap out. Please don't cheap out. This is actually cheap brushes because my girlfriend cheaped out. She doesn't use it that much. So yeah. But the reason why I need good brushes is because the application of the brushes, it's actually quite important. It's paramount. It's paramount that you choose some good brushes, because the results will show. And she also has this. And honestly, it doesn't really matter. Just pick, I would say 2-3 good brushes. Just pick some good ones, some nice fluffy ones. And if you want to do eyeshadow, brushes are even more. Next thing you need is a primer. You need a primer. I guarantee you that. What the primer does is actually it makes your skin more even. And it makes sure that your makeup doesn't look as cakey or as flaky as it would without it. So believe me, you will need it. But you gotta understand there are two kinds of primers, at least to my knowledge. There are water-based and there are silicone-based. And you wanna pick it depending on what kind of concealer or foundation you're using. If you're using a silicone-based foundation, then you also want to use a silicone-based primer. If you are using a water-based foundation, you're also going to use a water-based primer. Pretty simple, right? Else they separate. Believe me, I have tried it and it didn't look that good. Trust me. So a good primer that is same type as your foundation is paramount too. I don't know what I think about it. I'm not too fan of it. It's way too sheer. I like a full coverage, and I don't think this is that coverage. It's not that full coverage. It's more translucent. And the quality, I don't know. But it's what we have for now. Next up, you want to use a concealer. Now, this is the concealer that I'm going to use to Tom Ford. It's my girlfriend's, and it's really good actually. It's pretty expensive, and you can obviously find way cheaper alternatives than what I'm showing you right now. But it's a pretty good one. Next up, we need a bronzer. And the bronzer is, wow, she has used this a lot. Bahama Mama. And she has used a lot of it. It's her favorite, I can tell you that. But I think it's out of production. She was really annoyed that it was out. So I don't know. We found this one. It's called Honolulu by W7. It's pretty common thing in Denmark, at least. I don't know if it is in other countries. It's cheap, and but it's okay. To me, the color is a little bit, and that's what I will get into when I start applying it. The color, to me at least, is a little bit too, I don't know what you say, dark. And yeah, it's a bit too warm to me, and you will see in the end. The same with the foundation. It doesn't match my neck, and you will see a clear difference. But let's just ignore that for now and assume that you found the right one. Oh, I want to also mention that on the foundation, you want to go out into the store. I know this can be a big, big hurdle for a lot of people, because you are going out, and if you're insecure, oh my god, I'm a man, I want to wear makeup, what are they going to think about me? Understand this, that the women or men at the makeup store, they probably seen countless thousands of men passing them by wanting to buy makeup. And you can always say it's for your girlfriend. I don't know how you would swatch it, but do that. Alternatively, you have to order online. I haven't found a reliable website where you can show it, because your skin, the skin of us are so unique that some people it will look fantastic on. You might look on camera like it's the same as you, because skin is skin, you know. But it's really not. There's so much to it. It's a science in and of itself. So if you can and you have the courage to do it, go out and just go into the store and they will help you, guarantee you that. Next up we have, oh sorry, I did the bronze, yes, sorry. Wow, that's a lot here. What is that actually? It's a blush. It's also Hot Mama. Woohoo, Hot Mama. I don't know, I never used it. Maybe I should. But for now, we're just keeping it simple. Yes, blush. This is a blush. This is from Tromborg, and it's a pretty decent blush. It's a little too peachy to me, but I like it. It has a pretty fine texture. You can tell. You can see. Pretty fine. But yeah, it's what there is. Get this too. Last but not least, I recommend you getting a setting spray. Now this is Urban Decay All Nighter, and it's really good. And it smells. It doesn't smell that bad. Sometimes I smell. I've tried one which like smell like cat piss, and it was, I don't know how else to describe it, but that was the smell of it. And that's pretty good. And what it does, oh sorry, I should tell you what it does. What it does is that you, after it's like you have to view your face as a canvas. Once you applied all this and you blended it out and brushed it and all this kind of stuff, you want to set it so that when there's wind, and obviously if you were inside all day, you might not need it, but we outside and you sweat and oil is building up and your makeup will shift and will dull out over time. This helps prevent that. So it sets us in place. It's kind of sticky. And my girlfriend the other day was telling me that when she was a teenager, they would use hairspray. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's not meant for that. I guess you can. Yeah, I guess you kind of know that. Yeah. Sorry, my language. Wow, I can't talk today. Anyway, let's move on. Now you can go ahead and you can do like brows. This is a brows. I can try and show you it, but this is for brows. It's also pretty good. For brows, you set the brows so it looks a little bit more clean and uniform. Mascara. Now here's the thing. I don't really do a lot with eye makeup, and the reason is that I am pretty bad at it, and I would love to be very good at eyeshadow. I'm not. I haven't practiced nearly enough. So if I show you that, I will look like a mess. But maybe I should do that. If you like this video, you can tap the subscribe button, and you can maybe let me know in the comments if you would like me to do more makeup looks. Maybe we could practice together here in the camera. Maybe I could do it on here, and then you have to be prepared for some terrible looks. But yeah, maybe we could learn together. Maybe in a year, then I would be really good at it. And yeah, do that. I say year a lot. What an odd habit. Anyway, moving on. I think that's it for now. So let's get to it. I'm sorry for my hair. My hair is a mess. I have to get to the hairdresser soon. I just haven't had time for it. Everything has just been a mess. Our car broke down. Our TV broke. My son literally threw the TV remote at the TV, and it just smashed. He's 3 years old, so it's You can't really blame him, can you? He was just frustrated. But my God, it's just been a mess. And my girlfriend was not in a car accident, but she got hit, and the driver ran away. He didn't ran away, he drove away. Wow. So yeah. Anyway, I am putting a little bit of primer on. Now, I did 2 pumps, which should be enough. And as you can tell, I'm just putting it all over my face. Now, as you maybe have realized, I have beard. And as a man, we have beard, typically. Unless you're clean shaven, but I look terrible clean shaven. I look fat and weird. So, yeah, I always have tried to have some facial hair. And I quite like myself with facial hair. I think I look better. So, yeah. Now we just have to do that. Don't put it in your beard. Don't do it. It just gets sticky. No point in doing that. So meanwhile, while that is soaking in, drying out, I can tell you that my girlfriend got hit by the car, and the dude, luckily no kids were in. She was just driving with some kind of friend of hers. It's not a friend, it was some kind of TV production stuff thing. She was driving around. It's because she's about to do a documentary, really cool. And they were driving around, they have to find a spot, and some asshole, I cannot say that here, some a-hole just ran the car down, like hit it just on the side, just at the tip of the front light, and he just drove away. And then you're thinking, oh my God, did he notice it? But 300 meters later, my girlfriend told me he stopped up, went out of the car, checked, went back in and drove away. My girlfriend didn't get anything. She was so panicking. She was so flabbergasted that she couldn't do it. Really insane. And then we were stuck with the bill. Anyway, you can't see anything now, I think. You can't see anything. It's just skin. So now we are gonna do the foundation. Now, I think there are multiple ways you can do foundation. This is a foundation that's like a dropper, I think. Yeah, it's like a dropper. So you put it in here and you can like drop it off. And what I do is I do this. Now, some makeup gurus out there, some of you guys might sit and be like, oh my God, what are you doing? You have to do it this way. Let me know in the comments. Again, I'm not the best at it. So you might have some tips for me. What I typically do is that I actually, let me just find some. Why doesn't she have any good brushes? Anyway, this is terrible. Why doesn't she have any good brushes? I don't know. I'm gonna use this. And what I will do is that I will actually just, you can kind of brush it out. I have a mirror here so I can see myself. And then you just want to brush it out in circular motions. That's what I do. And you just want to do this. And again, wow. I put on a lot there. I'm just doing it under my eye too, and in the eye socket, because as it becomes a little bit too apparent that there's a color shift. Now, I have to check if this even looks good now, because right now, see, this is the worst part about getting old, under eye. And then you just do this, and then you tap it out. So you brush it out to spread the product, and then you tap with the beauty blender. At least that's what I found works the best. And again, I have I think they're called deep set eyes. And that can be a little bit annoying, actually, because it means that I should get some kind of color corrector, because you don't want to have that. And I'm just gonna go down here on my beard, just in the lighter area here, just to blend it out. And let me just check with the mirror here how it looks for now. Does it have light? I'm pretty sure it had a light once. Yeah. So this is pretty good. And maybe on the neck, I should probably do it. Maybe one of you guys can tell me, how do you blend out on the neck? Like, my neck is lighter than this, so how would I find a foundation that's better? Do you have any tips? Maybe you do, I don't know. But yep, this is the step. I think it looks pretty good. Again, I know I'm creasing, and I know there's one tip for it. Setting powder, you can put setting powder under and that will help it. But right now I don't have it, so maybe I should just kind of remove it under here actually, because when it wrinkles, I think it's better maybe to actually not apply any product down here, because then it won't, you know, wrinkle up. And there's nothing worse than seeing kind of an old face with like a ton of foundation and it just wrinkles and lines all the way. And it makes them look way older. So I don't know, it just makes me look older. Doesn't it emphasize my under eye bags? Maybe it does. Anyway, I'll move on and then we'll fix that later. I think, maybe not today, but I'll fix it. Give me tips and tricks, please, if you have. Do that. Next up is the, oh, that's not the one. Next up is the concealer. Now the concealer is pretty simple. Concealer is under eye. Now, the concealer goes under eye. And again, it's kind of the same concept as the foundation. Because the reason why we're using concealer now, I might say, oh my God, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? The reason is you want to light up some of the areas on you. Again, with the beauty blender. You want to light up, you want to illuminate the face, the right spots. This gives you a much better kind of, how do you say it? It gives kind of a three-dimensional look. So if you just apply foundation, you just have a flat pane, a flat panel, so I would say a flat canvas, and that will look horrible, I think. Back in when I was a young guy, a young boy, all of the girls in my class, wow, I just got some foundation concealer stains right there. So we're just gonna do that right there. And now you can see, sorry, I'm just blabbering, I'm not even talking about, but anyway, this helped a little bit on the creases. But again, I might have some setting powder because you can see I crease quite a lot. It happens to all of us. So you can't really get the same look as, you know, young people can if you're up in the age, because we have skin is we're natural and skin tends to wrinkle up over time, and that's just way of life. But there are tips and tricks to help it. One of them I've heard is setting powder, but I don't have any of that. Damn, I need a list. Maybe this video should just be for myself actually and go out and buy it. So this is it. So that's it. Now we just dried it out. And what I was about to say is that if you just use a foundation, it's not that bad with this one because it's not full coverage. But if you just have a foundation at full coverage, you would just kind of have like a white face or pale face, a very emotionless face, and would just look like you wear some kind of mask. You can do that if that's the look you want to go for, but for most people, it's not the way. So we just do that to even out the face. And we use a concealer and we use especially bronzer and blush to put life back into the face, the places we want it to go. So that's kind of how we, how do you say we, I think this is a foundation brush, sorry. That's kind of how you manipulate makeup or your face or your appearance. You can manipulate with makeup, make you look better or worse, depending on how you apply it. Hopefully this video will help you to look better and not worse. Anyway, let me see, does she have a brush? I don't know. No. So now we are getting to this step. We get into the bronzer step. Now, bronzer, tap it, put it in here, tap it, because you want to see something? Look how much product, I don't know if you can tell, but there's so much product coming out, and that product just is insane. Damn, I don't know if that's supposed to do that, but maybe my girlfriend will be mad at me when she gets home. You ruined my makeup! And I'll have to buy something new, I don't know. But the reason why I'm just tapping it off is because you don't want that extra. You want a little bit and you want to build upon it. Because if you just take this, dab it in, and then bam, then you have a big dark spot and you really have to blend that well. You do have to blend it anyway, but it's just worse. So now what I do is I typically do temples. Now you can see here, temples. Now, one of the most important things when it comes to bronzer, oh my god, if this can really make or break the look. If this is applied badly, I'm gonna, scream. So it's my hands are like shaking, because if this is gonna go bad, I'm gonna look like a terrible mess. So I apologize for that. So we're just gonna go up here, and it's very important. One of the things about makeup, and I really want to emphasize this, is that you want to blend a lot, more than you probably think you should. I also applied a little bit down here on the beard area, because this is where I would naturally be tan. And again, just blend it out, blend it, blend it, blend it, blend, and blend it, blend it, blend it, blend it, blend it, blend it, blend. And you can blend it down here if you want. But you can see how that creates kind of a shadow. That shadow is what we are using to sculpt the face. A few years ago, contouring was very, very big. And you would just use a stick and you would blend that out and kind of have harsh lines almost. You don't want to do that anymore. It's not, you can do it if you want, you can do whatever you want, but I honestly think it makes you look worse. This, my friends, I think makes you look better. Now, if you have a big full beard, and I'm also gonna do it here, because if you have a big full beard, you might not want to put it down in your beard. But as you can tell, I don't have that. I don't have that problem. So look how much it does. I don't know if you can tell, but it makes you it sculpts the face. I went from just a pale one, like a one dimension. Now I'm like more like dimensioned, correctly dimensioned, and it looks way better, especially from the side, right? One thing you didn't see me do was that I didn't apply to my forehead. Now, the reason why I don't apply to my forehead is because my face, my head is very round. It's a very round head, and I don't want to emphasize a very round head. To some people, that might be the goal, especially if you're going for a very doll-like look. But to me, I think it looks better if it's just at the temple, because then it creates a little illusion of my head being more narrow and longer. And again, I'm just gonna apply a little bit to my neck area here, because as you can tell, this foundation there's a color difference, right? You don't want that. You don't want a color difference, right? You want it to be correct. So I'm just gonna apply it down here, and that's just gonna make it look more cohesive. Yes. Next up, we want blush. That's the last step in our routine, in my routine anyway. And what we're gonna do is that we're gonna use this. This is what my girlfriend used, I can tell through, because it's all pink. I don't think it's the right brush to use for this, but she uses this, so I'm gonna use this too. Now, one thing you shouldn't do, I typically, you have an idea that it should be on your apple, the apple of your cheek, right? So that would be about here in me, but it's actually a good idea to bring it up and apply it a little higher than you would naturally think, because it lifts your face and gives it kind of a natural facelift, and it makes you look way better. Okay, so let's see. Again, just gonna brush it off a little bit, and then we are gonna apply it up here. Gonna apply it up here. And we're just gonna see how that looks. Now, that can definitely take more. So this is exactly where I want to be. want it almost up in your eye, basically. Not completely, obviously, but almost, because that way it illuminates it again. Not illuminate, but it creates that effect of a facelift that I was just talking about. And you just want to go around and around and around and around and around. Now, what you can probably tell, I don't know if you can, because I don't know if the lighting is good, is that my eyes are very prominent. It's very dark, and realistically, I probably would use a color corrector. And another thing I would also use is actually I would use a highlighter, but my girlfriend don't have a highlighter. She is saying that highlighter is out of style. I don't know about that, but it is apparently, according to her, out of style. So this is the look, and just because I have seen it, this is a test, maybe not do it, but I've seen a lot of, especially girls, put it on here, because then it looks like they're a little bit cold. I have no clue if that's gonna, I don't know if that's good or bad. It just looks like my nose is red. Yeah, whatever. So, should I try? Well, wait, I wanted to try this. This glue got to be glued eye, four brows and edges. So we'll just see. So basically what you're gonna do is that you can just see that you can do it like this. And it basically shapes your brows into a more intentional look. Not too much, just enough. But again, not too much. I don't know if that really did a difference. Maybe not. Yes, so now we are done with that part. Now we're gonna use setting spray. Shake it and I actually love that feeling of just having it on my skin, and it just. So there you go, guys. This is my look, and this is my look that I would wear every day if I had the time, and it's also the look I usually wear when I go out. Again, I would probably use highlighter if I went out, but not today. I really hope that this video helps you, and if it does, please again leave a like and a comment and a subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out because I'm trying to normalize makeup for men and boys and whatnot, and hopefully you guys can help me so we can reshape the world and redefine masculinity.